Okay, so I wanted to show you how I just kind of revamp and brighten my blonde. I really like to have a really cool, like, ashier blonde, especially for the warmer months. I think it just looks really, really nice, especially if you get yourself a little tan going. You're looking right, girl. You're gonna be looking real good. So, this is kind of what my hair looks like now. There are some blonder pieces in the front, but those have been, you know, bleached out a few times. And you could see kind of the orangey color underneath, and I'm not really a fan of it. If you have dark hair and you go ahead and you bleach it, especially with me, I have a red undertone to my hair, it just, the orange comes out. So nonetheless, I've had my hair bleached like 3 times now. It's been a process, guys. You can't go from dark hair to blonde hair in like one sitting. It took maybe like 3 or 4 times to actually achieve this blonde, and I'm probably gonna get it bleached one more time. If you guys are wondering how actually I do, like I tell my stylist, who's my sister, to do my hair, is I do a partial full highlight, but baby lights, because I want them as close to the root as possible. I do have gray hair, so I feel that the best way to kind of cover and conceal the gray is to have the traditional like highlight, you know, to the scalp. So we foil that. So we do a foil that, we do a partial, and then she balayages the like underneath, so you can kind of see there's a little bit more like growth. And yeah, so in between highlights, I usually do it we'll say every 12, 16 weeks, honestly. I just don't like sitting to get my hair done. I hate going to the shop. That's why I have my sister do it. It's just those things. But if you are in between visits with your stylist and you're like, hey, you know what, my highlights are looking pretty good, but I do want to tone out, you know, kind of the brassiness, and you want to do it at home, save yourself some money, save yourself some time, I got your back. I'm going to show you how I do it in the comforts of mi casa. So let me show you what I'm using. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Madison Reed line, and they have if you full cover your hair or color your hair and you want to do that at home, they have that as well. These are high quality salon grade products that you can go ahead and just do with the comforts of your home, save yourself some time, save yourself a ton of money, honey. And we all about saving them coins. So in here you have your toners, and they literally comes with the cap, the gloves, the finishing product. You have your gloss, I believe, or your toner right here, and all your mixings. I mean, oh, and it has color shampoo. Okay, girl. So you got everything you're gonna need right here, and it tells you, all right, mix this with that, do this. I mean, literally saving yourself a whole lot of money because they're just taking out that middleman. So this is what I'm going to use. They have a range of colors that you want to use or like tone your hair. If you want it to be like on the cooler side like myself, they have that. Yeah. So inside the box, it's going to go ahead and tell you about the toning glaze, how you do it. You know, guys, always make sure you do the sensitivity test because you never know how your body's going to react for any product. So always go on the back of your neck, like by the nape of your neck, and give yourself a little test patch, because it's just better to be safe than sorry. So you go ahead, when you're applying your toner, your glaze or whatever, you're going to want to do that after your hair is shampooed, not conditioned, and it's going to be still wet. So what I do is I go ahead, I take my shower, I jump out the shower, and I will comb out my hair with a wide tooth comb, and then I'm going to apply the glaze, and then I let it sit. What else I wanted to tell you is Madison Reed also has this bonding building cleansing treatment. Okay. You guys know that there is a certain product out there that salons offer you that is a bond building product, especially if you have extreme color treated hair like myself. And if you were to get this product done or added into any of your coloring services, you're looking at an extra $50 to $100. They go ahead and send this out to you in a box. There's 6 applications in there. Guys, you need this. You need this, especially if you are a blonde babe like me and it's not natural like myself. You're going to want to save that integrity of your hair. And nothing feels better than going ahead and pampering yourself. I love to do this on pamper nights, and just, you know, because sometimes, you know, with treating your hair, like bleaching it out and then, you know, styling it, your hair gets a little dry. And no matter how well you take care of your blonde, it's going to break. It just happens. This really helps prevent that, really stays the integrity of your hair and have you looking like a whole snack, honey. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna jump in the shower, and then I'm gonna show you how I apply the glaze, and we're gonna do a before and after so you guys can see that we know what's up. We can go ahead and be just some blonde bombshells, okay? Okay, so we are getting started. We are getting our mixture all mixed up, ready to go, giving it a good shake. And I'm going to go ahead and take the towel off my shampooed only hair. Remember guys, only shampoo your hair, no conditioner. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to comb out this hair. I'm using one of these wet dry brushes. I really like them. They really prevent any of like me pulling out like my hair. Because you know some brushes you really like rip through your hair. These ones are really good. I highly recommend them, especially if you have lots of daughters in your house such as I do and you gotta comb lots of heads of hair. Let's get these gloves on and we're gonna get to work, okay? So how you're going to see me go ahead and apply this glaze, I just apply it just like the way you see me. You don't necessarily have to section off your hair and do it all in sections. You could if you want to, but because it's a glaze, you really just want to focus on saturating the hair, not so much getting, you know, each section and touching up the roots and all that stuff. You just want to go through, part everything, and you see how I have it really soaked here. That's how you want your whole head of hair to be. So yeah, I just apply everything, make sure it has a nice thick layer, and just go around through my whole head and do so. Right when after I'm done coating all the ends, everything that has been bleached, you will see me take some on my actual hands, rub it together, and I rub it into my roots as well. I can tell you now that after, you know, applying this product, it definitely has toned my grays. It did not cover them, but it definitely toned them so they can blend in better. So this is a perfect product to use when you're in between seeing your stylist and those pesky grays are peeking through, and you know it's not necessarily time for another touch up, but you want to, you know, kind of conceal those grays. Perfect product. And yeah, so this is exactly how my hair is looking, nice and coated and ready for the cap. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that cap on and set my timer for 20 minutes and, you know, just like wait. But yeah, so these are all salon quality at home color care and hair care products. So everything is really made to nurture your hair, and you definitely are going to notice that it does not have that harsh chemical smell, and I live for that because I absolutely hate the way hair dye smells. It's just the worst ever. So I'm going to go ahead and let this sit. In 20 minutes I'm going to use that bonding shampoo and then condition it and then blow dry it, and then I will show you how it turned out. Okay, so we all done. I ended up using the conditioner that they did set in that box, but I also used that bond treatment. The bond treatment you use once a week in replace of your shampoo. You go ahead, lather it all up, and then you let it sit for about 3 minutes. And I'm telling you, if my hair feels really good. As look at the color. I mean, this is fire, guys. Like you could see that it's took out most of the orange shading. Everything is really nice and cool, and yeah, it looks nice and fresh, very healthy, very shiny, and yeah, I'm really liking it. I definitely would recommend. If you guys have ever had your hair toned, you know there's like this huge like chemistry concoction. They're like, oh, we're gonna use a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and I mean, who can redo that at home? What I do love about the options that you have with Madison Reed is they give you like, all right, do you want it cool? Do you want it warm? Do you want it like a bronzy? They give you a selection and it comes already in there. You just got to mix everything together and then, you know, just put it on your hair. Do make sure that you are coating your hair heavily. You really want to soak the strands of hair to make sure that all the edges and follow, like every little piece of hair is like kind of saturated in the color, so it'll give a really nice like all over effect. You don't want to have any patches. Yeah, I really like it. I don't feel, it wasn't really stinky or like too harsh or anything like that. That's another thing that I love. If you've ever used any of the like stuff that you would buy at like Sally's or any of the other like, you know, professional stores, the chemicals and those. I mean, I have to put on the exhaust fan. I got to make sure the door is open. It gets very, 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 very tough to breathe. But this was a-okay, and it was so simple. Literally, put this and this together, mix it up, put it on your hair. Here's the gloves, here's the cap, wait 20 minutes. Here, get this, you know, bond treatment, shampoo your hair with that. Here's your conditioner. You're done. That's it. 20 minutes, you got your hair looking real fresh. And I mean, who doesn't want a fresh, you know, who doesn't want to refresh their hair? I know that it's really expensive to get into the salon every few weeks to get your stuff touched up, or even when you're overall dyeing your hair and you're like, I don't want to run to the salon just to have my roots touched up or whatever it is, but you still want to maintain your look and all that stuff, and you just want to sometimes just spoil yourself. I absolutely hate sitting in a salon chair. I get so much anxiety from it. The fact that I'm able to still look my best, but do it in the comfort of my home and be like, you know, I don't got to get dressed up. I don't got to worry about a babysitter. I don't have to worry about, you know, feeling bad about spending all that extra money on my hair. I'm able to have the best of both worlds. So, Madison Reed to give me a discount. I'm going to leave the discount code right here on the screen, and I'm going to link it down below. If you guys dye your hair, if you guys highlight your hair, or if you're just looking for a really good bond treatment that is not going to break the bank, but do your hair some good, I got you faded. But I'm gonna go ahead and see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I love you, babes. Bye, guys.